Hey everybody, it's Sam. Just here bringing you your warm flow for this week. If you are outside, it's going to be pretty nice and you can build some heat that way. But also, if you don't want to practice outside, you will still build some heat and some warmth. And I think gratitude for your body and all of that, and that gives you like the warm fuzzies. So, regardless, just if you do this practice, you're winning, you're warm. So, we'll go ahead and start and just lay down on your back. If you're like me and your husband just mowed the grass outside, you will have plenty of grass clippings and things blowing onto your mat, which I'm not complaining about. I'm happy that our yard is maintained and it looks great. But it's a little breezy, so just got a nice breeze. So yeah, I don't know if I said it already, but we'll start on our backs. So you can just find some sort of happy, nice supine position today. Just laying in some way so that you feel like you can relax and just really let yourself settle in and arrive to be here. You can draw your attention to your breathing and to your breath, noticing it. You don't have to change it. Just allowing each breath to completely nourish you. we'll go ahead and switch positions here. We'll just do a nice little banana stretch here, just to kind of stretch those sides out, and just because it feels good to lay down for a little bit, especially if you're parents or just on the go, 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 and this is really time for you. It just will feel really good to lay down a little longer. So if you can get your body kind of in the middle of your mat. We'll take the hips over to the left side of the mat. And then if your shoulders kind of stay over to the right, that's cool. Don't take them over to the left. You can kind of take them a little more to the right. And then you want to take the feet, the legs, over to the right side of your mat as well. So you can just let the legs come over straight like this. You can also cross them like I had. And then as far as the hands go, you can grab onto opposite hands. You can just let the arms lay how they will. But if you kind of really think of anchoring the left hip and the left shoulder down to the mat, while everything else, your right side of your body is really kind of bending toward that right side, you should notice a nice opening and a stretch in the left side here around the hip, and then just kind of up into the abdomen. If your left hip and shoulder kind of peel up, don't worry about it. It's not like, oh my gosh, they've got to be glued to the mat. But you just might notice a little more of an intense sensation. And then that is also something to keep in mind too. If it's too intense for you, let the left side kind of peel up a little more. Don't make it such an exaggerated curve. Maybe back off with the legs and the head and the shoulders over to the left a little more, so you're not getting too exaggerated of a stretch. You don't want anything to be painful. Alright, so you can kind of maybe bring the feet up back to center. You can bring the hips and the shoulders back to center. And just kind of noticing a difference in size. You stretch the left side, not the right. Just kind of noticing how they feel. Doesn't really mean anything because we're yogis and we're not attached to our thoughts. We just are like, oh, they're thoughts. Cool. So you can bring your hips over to the right. Maybe take the shoulders over to the left a little more, and then let the feet and the legs come over. Just feeling that expansion each time you take a breath out to the side there, filling up the sides of the lungs. Noticing the rib cage expanding. Alright, and then you can bring everything back to center. And now kind of noticing both sides. You've moved them both. Just kind of, ooh, how's that feel? Might feel kind of nice. We'll do just a few bridges here. So inhaling or exhaling, letting the hips shift up. exhaling, you can come down. Inhaling or exhaling back up. And then back down. Next breath back up. And then back down. Back up. And then back down. So we will do just a nice little boat here because we're on our back, so I think we just should. So you can rock and come up, or you can also just put weight or put your hand behind one of your thighs, and then really kind of flex and straighten the other leg, and then just kind of push this lifted leg toward the ground, and you'll sit up. Oh, that's neat. How cool. So then you can come to your boat. So you might want to do a half boat, or a full boat, or a low boat. Low boat's kind of nice. And if you're shaking, that's when you start strengthening and you're doing it correctly. Next breath, you can come back up. That's a little more of an ab workout too if you're in low boat. And just kind of rounding over, letting the neck and the head hang. We'll do one more boat because it seems like a good idea. So remember, whichever version you're in is good because you're doing it. Back up. Whew. And then you can round over. Alright, and then because I've said it to my power class, I don't think I've done it yet in this class, but I want us to all live forever. And a big predictor of a long life is if you can get up off of the floor with as few points of contact as possible on the floor. So like getting up from this sitting position without having to put your hands on the mat to help you. That's the kind of thing I mean. But we're not going to like just do it from just this sheer sitting position today, I guess is what I mean. So we're going to rock and roll. You can rock as many times as you need to between, to get yourself like up there. But you'll rock, and then you'll just use enough momentum and your strength and goodness to just come to a standing position. So I'm going to make sure I'm not going to hit my head off the cement. So you can rock. I'll give myself 2. Rock, and then up. And I'm a little off balance there, but I made it. And then we'll rock. Back up again. And then we'll do one more. Ta-da! So, yeah. I want us to live forever. Damn it. So, try to get up off of the ground every day. You can use all of that momentum, or you can just try to come from sitting to stand, too. That's really cool. So we're standing, but I surpassed our first forward fold and things. But don't worry, I'm not going to leave you out, so I'm not going to leave you hanging. So you can just lean over, and we'll come to our first forward fold here. You can take a ragdoll if you like, grabbing opposite elbows. You can let the neck and the head hang. We'll inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to a forward fold. And we'll inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Then we'll inhale the arms up. Then you can bring the hands to heart center. We'll inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, your hands can come to the mat. Step your right leg behind you. Lower your right knee to the mat for a low lunge. When you're ready, you can inhale the arms up. You can bring the hands and knees to the hips first if you're not ready to bring them up, or you can bring the arms up overhead. Then exhale the hands to the mat. Curl your back toes. We'll inhale and step back to plank. And then when you're ready, you can exhale and lower down to the mat. We'll inhale to cobra. Doesn't have to go up super high. You can also do a baby cobra here. So like hands are off. You're leaning up. Exhale back down to the mat. Inhale to plank. And then exhale to down dog. And this is also your first down dog. So you can have a little time here. Kind of pedal the legs out. You can take them wide. You can take a twist. Do whatever feels good to you. When you're ready, we'll inhale the right leg up behind. As you exhale, right foot comes through the hands. Lower the left knee to the mat for low lunge. When you're ready, you can inhale the hands to the knees to the hips, or the arms can come up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Curl your back toes. We'll inhale, step up to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up. Then exhale the hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your left leg behind you. Lower your left knee to the mat for a low lunge. When you're ready, you can inhale the hands to the knees to the hips, or the arms can come up. Exhale the hands to the mat. Curl your back toes. We'll inhale, step back to plank. And then when you're ready, we'll exhale and lower down to the mat. Inhale to cobra. Exhale back down to the mat. Inhale to plank. And then exhale back to down dog. You can inhale the left leg up behind you. As you exhale, left foot comes through to the hands. Drop the right knee to the mat for low lunge. When you're ready, you can inhale the hands to the knees to the hips, or the arms can come up. Exhale the hands to the mat. Curl your back toes. We'll inhale, step up to halfway lift. Then exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up. Then exhale the hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your right leg behind you. Lower your right knee to the mat for a low lunge. When you're ready, we'll inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the left leg back to plank. And then we'll exhale back down to the mat. Inhale to cobra. Exhale over down to the mat. Inhale to plank. And then exhale to down dog. Inhale the right leg up behind you. As you exhale, right foot comes through to the hands. Lower your left knee to the mat for low lunge. When you're ready, you can inhale the arms up. Exhale the hands to the mat. Curl your back toes. We'll inhale, step up to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale the hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Step your left leg behind you. Lower your left knee to the mat. When you're ready, you can inhale the arms up. Exhale the hands to the mat. Curl your back toes. We'll inhale back to plank. When you're ready, we'll exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhale to cobra. Exhale back down to the mat. Inhale to plank. Exhale to down dog. Exhale inhale the left leg up behind you. Exhale, left foot through the hands. Right knee comes to the mat. And we'll inhale the arms up. Exhale the hands to the mat. Curl your back toes. We'll inhale, step up to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead. And then exhale, the hands are at center. I'm thirsty just from being out here in the sun. So I'm going to grab a drink real quick. You don't have to if you're not thirsty yet. You know, it's good to stay hydrated, right? So when you're ready, and I'm going to turn this way for this one. We're going to do this same sun salutation, but we're just going to, we're in the spice it up phase of the practice today. So hope you're ready. We're going to spice it up. Now that's not like you've got to do these things, because you don't. But I'm going to offer them. So if you're ready, we'll do it. So we'll start with the hands at heart center. We'll inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then we'll exhale, hands come to the mat, step the right leg behind, lower the right knee to the mat for a low lunge. When you're ready, we'll inhale the arms up. And then we'll exhale the hands to the mat. So we're going to come to kind of that half squat, essentially. So we'll walk the hands into the middle, so our left leg will still stay bent, and then we'll just kind of switch it up. And we'll bend, we'll keep that left leg bent, and then the right leg will be straight. So you can stay here if you like. You can bring the hands down, really feel it up the back of the leg there, kind of in the thigh. You can turn to stretch over this leg, feel it a little higher up near the glute, but still up the back of the leg. You can also put that, anchor that foot down, try to balance here and come up. Maybe you hop that foot up and then try to balance. But now what we're going to do is you're going to walk forward and let the weight come on to your shin and the knee. And you can readjust here, of course, because you saw I had to readjust to keep everything on my mat. So you can come up, and we're here almost ready to go into that side gate. You've all seen it. Once we do it, you'll know where we're going. So you can let this left hand come down to the mat, and you can stretch. Ooh, that feels good up the left side. What we're going to do here, though, you can bring your right hand to your right hip. You can keep that left hand on the mat. You might want to take it out a little ways in front of you. We're going to like lift, 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 lifting the leg, lifting the leg. With your breath, nice and controlled. One more. Cool. You can come up, and then we'll stretch over. So now we'll anchor. You can come back to stretch, back up, and over, back to stretch, back up and over, back to stretch, up and over, back to stretch, up and over. Yeah, we just did some things. So, you can now, we're going to just come up into a straddle forward fold. So get there however you need to. Then you can just let everything hang. You can, of course, bend the knees here. Both knees can be bent at the same time to make it a little less mild. However, I feel it a little more up near my glutes and everything when I stretch or when I bend both legs. Your head may come to the mat. You can reach the arms out in front of you. You can reach your arms through your legs. No tension in the head and the neck. Don't look at me. I'm doing the same thing you're doing. We'll take a little twist here. If you want, you can inhale and just come to a bit of a halfway lift here. And then let's twist to, trying to think here. Let's twist to the right. So you can bring your left hand somewhere to your right leg or ankle. You can stay here, twisting with your right hand on the mat. You can also bring it up. You can come back down. We'll inhale up to halfway lift again. And this time you'll walk your hands back around. So your right leg will be bent. And your left leg is straight. Can I think of sides of my body today? You can inhale up and we'll come to a crescent. We'll lean forward out to a warrior three. Back to your crescent. To warrior three. Back to crescent. One more time, warrior three. Then you can step your left foot up to your right. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We'll inhale the arms up overhead. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Now you know we're going to do it on the other side. So when you're ready, because I know you're ready, we'll inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. We'll inhale, halfway lift. And then you can exhale, hands come to the mat. Step your left leg behind you. Lower your left knee to the mat for a low lunge. When you're ready, you can inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. So we're going to do this shift to the middle here. So you can lift up if you like. Well, I mean, you will have to lift up. And then, so right knee will stay bent. Left leg will be straight. And then just finding here, remember all of the different ways you can stretch. I would say to kind of keep it similar to what you did on the other side, that every side is always different. And then if you're like, oh, I feel like I'm not in line here, just fix it up. And you can also keep one hand down here and keep one up. You're still doing more work. So now you can bring that weight forward onto the knee and then kind of readjust and set up as you need. And you can come up. So we're getting ready to be in that half side gate again. So when you're ready, we'll lean the right hand down to the mat. And we'll stretch over. Gosh, that feels nice. You can come up and then bend down that left side. We're going to come back and leave the left hand on the mat. You can bring the right arm up or the left arm up, or the left hand can stay on your hip. And then we're just going to lift. Some weird bug was just on me. Lift, lift, lifting, lifting, lifting. With control as you breathe. And then you can leave that foot down. You can come up and bend over. Back down to the right. Up to the left. Down to the right. Back up to the left. Using your core strength to lift up and over to the left here. One more time. All right. So we'll shift. You can come up into your wide leg forward fold. Stretching here. Ooh. There's my blanket on my head. It's cool. I probably got a bunch of grass in my hair. Oh, and there's like a little baby snail shell that blew up on me. That's interesting. You can inhale, halfway lift here. And then we'll twist over to the left this time. So the right hand will grab somewhere over on that left leg. Remember, you can stay down like this. You can also lift and twist. You can bring your hands back down. We'll twist and turn toward, it'll be the back of your mat, I guess, or just toward that left leg. So then the left leg will be bent. Or, yeah, left leg bent, right leg straight. You can inhale, we're up to our crescent. We'll launch out to warrior three. Back crescent. Maybe with fancy hand moves. Out to warrior three. Back crescent. Out to warrior three. Back crescent. And I think that was three. So you can step your right leg up to your left. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale back to that forward fold. We'll inhale the arms up overhead. And then exhale the hands are at center. Ooh, cool. It's getting roasty out here. So I'm just going to hydrate a little more. Alright. So you can come back to the front of your mat. And we will start in just plain mountain pose here. So arms at the sides. We're just feeling very strong and engaged here. This isn't a passive standing around pose. We are strong strong and sturdy like mountains. When you're ready, you can inhale the arms up. You can come to Utkatasana, awkward pose is what this translates to, I believe. So weight's more in the toes, the heels are kind of lifting. You can actually back bend a little more here. Or you can do chair pose. The wind and the sky are going to mess me up here. Exhale, forward fold. We'll inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We'll inhale to plank. And we'll pause here for a moment. You can tap shoulders here. Exhale, lower down to the mat. We'll inhale to cobra or chaturanga or up dog. Jesus. Exhale to down dog. Inhale your right leg up behind you. As you exhale, right foot comes through to the hands. We're setting up for warrior one here. So when you're ready, you can inhale the arms up. So from here, we're going to step and we're going to make our way into some version of a tree pose. So whether you need to kind of work your way up your leg or wherever you do tree, we'll do that. Playing with your arms if you like. You can even do a reverse prayer. The arms can come over to the side here. You can also close the eyes. That takes it up 10 notches. We'll come to warrior three again. Back to warrior one. Back to warrior three. Back to your tree. Back to warrior one. Exhale to plank. Take a breath here. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. You can lift the left leg up behind you. Exhale, left foot comes through to the hands. Set up for warrior one again. When you're ready, you can inhale or exhale, come up. All right, we'll make our way to tree. So once again, many different avenues here in your tree. We'll come to warrior three. to warrior three. Back to your tree. Using whatever props you have around you to push you up, and then back to your warrior one. We'll exhale to the mat. Inhale back to plank. Exhale lower down to the mat. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. You can inhale up on the toes as you exhale. You can step or walk your feet up to come to your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Then you can inhale the arms up for either chair or that Utkatasana. And then exhale back to mountain without falling forward and hitting your face off the mat. So cool, we made that. Ready to kind of take it down. So if you want to make your way to the mats, however you like to do that, if you feel like squatting, like 2 thumbs up to you for squatting. I always encourage the squats to happen. Getting another drink here. All right. So let's do a wide leg forward fold here. So you can open the legs up as wide as it, feels okay for you. And you can certainly turn sideways on your mat, like I did, unless it doesn't bother you to be off of your mat. So, and I'm actually going to scoot up a little bit because I'm off of my mat. And that weirded me out a little bit. Just making sure I'm sitting right. So you can bring the arms up if you like, or you can simply just kind of walk them forward and then just see where you kind of even out. If you can't tell, this is not one of my best displays of flexibility, although flexibility, whatever. But yeah, this is definitely something I need to work on. I've acknowledged that. You can come back up whenever you're ready. You can bring your legs together. You'll inhale the arms up. You can exhale, leaning forward from the hips. When you can't anymore, you can let yourself round down. And you can inhale or exhale, come back up. So I will have you come to your stomach for a little Sphinx pose here. So elbows are kind of under the shoulders here. And you're just kind of, I call it like giving a little bit of traction, like you're almost trying to like scoot yourself forward and kind of really anchoring the forearms down. And that just gives a little more stretch in the abs and the belly there. But we can also get into a nice little twist this way. So you can, I'm trying to think which way I want to go first. So you can bring your left arm kind of out in front of you, putting some weight into it. The right arm can come across, and you could like stay here if this was something that was cool. But also you can just let, oh, we're supposed to come into like a half frog actually. So sorry, I'm here. You can come into a half frog, so like making like a 90-degree angle here with the thigh and the shin. So now the left arm comes forward. And you can even stay here in this half frog if that feels good to you. Right arm comes underneath, and then you twist, and you can come over. My left leg kind of straightens some. You could certainly leave it bent if you like. And you can certainly look to the left here. You can look up, you can look to the right. And just my observation here, these are like the first clouds that I've covered like since I've been out here. It's crazy, like such a clear, nice, beautiful day. Alrighty, so you can come back through, just coming back into your Sphinx with both of your legs straight. You can take this little stretch here again if you'd like. But if you are ready to twist to the other side, you can bring your right leg up into that frog pose. Right arm comes out, left arm through. Then you can lay and then just let your hips kind of stack here. It's like I said, you can certainly bend the right knee if you like. You can also let that leg come straight. And you could even, if it's too much kind of strain on the right leg that's just kind of, or the top leg, whichever side you're on, that's kind of laying there, you could put a block or a bolster, a pillow, or something rolled up in there. When in doubt, prop it up. Props rock. Alrighty, you can come back around to that Sphinx pose. And then you just roll over onto your back here. And yeah, you'll be at the other end of your mat than you usually are, but that's okay. Like, this is just, it doesn't like make it good or bad. It's just where we are. So you can you have a few, like a minute or so here, just to kind of do whatever little moves you'd like to get yourself ready for your Shavasana, to lay in stillness. So doing whatever little moves you need to. If you already feel ready for your Shavasana, then you can certainly lay out there. If you feel like you need any supports or props or anything, you can certainly get those. Sometimes a blanket or a jacket or something, a pillow under the knees feels nice. Sometimes some support for the neck. And then a blanket if you feel like you need that in your life. Just working toward coming to a nice, um, comfortable spot where you can just lie in stillness. Observe your mind. So as you kind of settle in, making sure that you're not holding on to any tension anywhere, not straining or trying to be here, you just, it feels good to lay here. To lay here for you. And I'm just going to allow us to lay here together in silence. Silence is something that, gosh, some of you probably don't get if you've got your whole families home all the time. And it's just nice to be alone and to really observe your thoughts here. So, with that, dive in and be still. I invite you to stay here for as long as you like. But if you feel ready to move, you can begin to do so however it naturally occurs. And then rolling to one side of your choosing, taking a nice deep exhale once you make your way there. And then when you feel ready, I invite you to join me in a comfortable seated position. We'll bring the hands to heart center, eyes closed, and the gaze down. I'm so happy to be able to continue to practice with you no matter where or when we do this practice. We are together. May you be safe, may you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you live with ease. Namaste.